Hello, welcome Trojan fans. Good afternoon, not good evening. We are here at Slater Family Ice Arena in Bowling Green, Ohio on the campus of BGSU. Home rink of not only the Bowling Green Bobcats, but also the Anthony Wayne Generals. That's who we're going to be seeing today. Trojans playing their final game of 3 this weekend. They're 2-0. So far, with wins on the road at St. John's and at home against Perrysburg, and now trying to wrap that up with a road win here against Anthony Wayne. The last time these two teams played, it was at the Cube a couple of weeks back, and it was a nail-biter, went all the way through overtime and into a shootout. Trojans ultimately prevailed in that one, 3-2. Anthony Wayne, traditionally, at least over the last few years, finishing at the bottom of the league. This year, they're not going to finish at the bottom of the league. 2 league wins, their first league wins in about 3 years or more. Both of them coming over St. John's. Anthony Wayne, they are a dangerous team this year. They don't have a lot of wins. Objectively, on paper, the Trojans should win the game, personnel-wise. But Anthony Wayne, if you're not careful, they've got a tight defense. They've got a young, promising freshman goalie, and they've got a guy in Seth Kirby who can score goals at any time from anywhere. So Trojans cannot let up this afternoon. Trojans coming in with 5 wins, 4 losses in the conference. They're guaranteed at least 4th place in the league. Win today would put them 6-4. Anthony Wayne coming in with 2 wins, 6 losses in the league. Trojans' overall record, 11 wins, 18 losses, 1 tie. Anthony Wayne coming in with an overall record of 9 wins, 20 losses, and a couple of ties. So, not that you ever need extra motivation when you're playing against Bowling Green, but next Saturday night at the Cube, the Trojans will wrap up their regular season against arch rival Bowling Green, and it'll be the Trojans' final conference game. There is an outside shot that if the Trojans can win this game, there's a potential that they could be playing that game for 3rd place in the conference. But it would take Bowling Green losing again for that to happen. Fortunately for the Trojans, the way that the playoffs worked this year, rather than the coaches voting on the brackets, it's going to be based on the Max Preps rankings that are published tomorrow, actually. So the brackets will be set tomorrow, which means if the Trojans go 3-0 this weekend, they're going to jump up the rankings a little bit, hopefully get out of that 8th seed that they're currently in. And I would imagine that they would. Perrysburg's sitting in the 7th spot right now, and would expect to see Trojans move up to 7, maybe 6. Would love to get in that 5 slot. I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole, but if the Trojans can get up into that 5 slot, then they would be in line to take on Clay in the 2nd round, and that's a much more attractive matchup than someone like Northview or St. Francis or even Bowling Green. So Trojans looking to do all they can before the brackets come out tomorrow. The other nice bit is that the Trojans play St. Francis and Bowling Green next weekend, and those games won't count in the rankings. So Trojans get to play the rivalry game without the added pressure of it impacting their brackets. Looking at the Trojans starting lineup out there right now: Turner Merrill, Connor Stearns, Brady Delaruel, Simon Tanner, and Ryan Moss. And we're going to see Brett Flanagan in the net once again. Flanagan, a big game against Perrysburg, and a lot of press there. Well-deserved shutout. First shutout of the year for the Trojans, actually. Trojans huddling at the goal. A lot of these players looking forward to lacrosse season. Coming up soon. A couple of baseball players on the roster. All right, in to take the opening face-off for this one is Turner Merrill. Connor Stearns and Simon Tanner on either side of him. Brady Delariuel back on defense alongside Ryan Moss. Delariuel sends it deep, and Trojans with a chance right off the bat. Hard shot coming in from Mac Archer, tipped up off the glass. Trojans looking aggressive early. Ryan Moss sends it to the corner. Tanner down low for Merrill. Ooh, whiffed on the shot, and it was pulled away. Anthony Wayne into the Finley zone. I'll work on the zoom at a different moment. Was that a whistle for a cover? Clay, you made the save. Bounced off the chest out toward the wall, and Anthony Wayne had possession. And they blew the whistle for the cover. That is rough. If you're Anthony Wayne, if you're Finley, it's great. 14 and a half to go. We're going to face off in the defensive zone. Sam Swisher sending it up the wall. David Wilson chasing now. Sure you can figure it out. Trojans, though, in the road blue. Anthony Wayne in the gray with blue accents. Here's a shot from the top of the circle. Kick save, and then a second shot. Out of the corner comes Delariuel. Delariuel had one of the 2 goals against Perrysburg on Friday night. A lovely shot from the blue line. Beat the goalie Colin Vore. He'd been tough all game. Down front, Fleckner just wide. Good pass from, I want to say, Clark. Clark chasing back behind the Generals net. Chance here for the Generals. Nathan Marshall back on defense, and then a poke away by Mac Archer to break that up. So well defended by the Trojans. Out of the zone by DeBerardino, went up the wall. He was looking for Fleckner, but Anthony Wayne got a stick on it. Now it's going to be a chase to the corner, and the Generals will win it. Off the wall and into the Finley zone. Here's Connor Stearns. He was looking for Merrill, but pass goes behind. Clark still in the Finley zone, kicked out by Merrill. Little back and forth. Ryan Moss down behind the Finley net, up the wall to Swisher. Swisher pushes it along to Somerville. Then a little backhand shot and a tip up into the chest of Flanagan. Somerville to face off in the defensive zone. It's out up high. Anthony Wayne takes the shot, but it's blocked. Kerwin sends it around the wall. And Sam Swisher with a steal. He's got one to beat. He beats him, and wow. Sam Swisher with the beauty of a goal. Takes the, I want to say Kerwin on the assist there. Took it all the way from near the hashes, all the way up the wall by himself, and just beat the defender who had the angle on him, honestly. Takes the goalie one-on-one and then goes top shelf on the short side from in close. High degree of difficulty on that shot, and Swisher just buries it. 1-0. Trojans. 11.5 to go in the first. Here's Brady DeLaruel off the face-off. Face-off in the offensive zone. It's Somerville. Wilson from deep, shot and a save. Puck back out, DeLaruel down lower to Wilson, but hard off his stick, out of the zone. DeLaruel recovers. Excuse me, nice work around the Anthony Wayne goal there. Play involving Caden Weasel and Jackson Fleckner. No goal, but again, you want to see this line getting some action. Here's a chance for Anthony Wayne, well defended by DeLaruel. Here's Clark. Weasel at center ice, flips it up and into the corner. Good pass from deep by Anthony Wayne, but off the stick of the assistant captain. Who's that? I don't have the roster in front of me. There's a chance for Simon Tanner. Oh no, that was just the goalie error there. Tanner, I think he was shooting for a rebound there. Goalie just, he was in position, he was square, he had his glove up, and he just missed. Wasn't even that hard of a shot, but very well aimed by Tanner and a good look. 2-0 Trojans, 5 minutes into the game. All right, so Trojans jump out to a lead and will be playing from in front, which is always nice. Trojans do seem to be hitting their stride toward the end of the season, which is nice. But to be completely fair, well, we'll see what happens here. That shot blocked by Archer, still alive, but then Merrill comes in. Puts it up. To be fair, oh, and a trip there on Stearns, not called. No, it is called. All right, I never saw the raised hands. So Trojans to go on a power play here, already up 2-0, only about 5.5 minutes into the game. Trojans, I said, hitting their stride, and to be fair, this is probably the easiest stretch of the schedule, these 3 games. When you look at the entire schedule, this is the first time that the Trojans have played 3 games in a row against teams that they are ranked higher than. So first time all year that that's happened, and so far at least, Trojans have taken advantage of that run in the schedule. It gets completely the opposite next weekend. On Friday night, the Trojans will travel to play number 1 ranked St. Francis. So St. Francis ranked number 1 in the state, probably the favorite to win the state championship. Here's Connor Stearns. Shot and save. Trojans will be on the road against St. Francis Friday night, 6:30, I think, is the time. No JV game. And then that's it. Saturday at the Cube, 7 p.m. Trojans will be taking on Bowling Green, arch rivals. Final regular season game for the Trojans, and BG also having a very good year. Not quite St. Francis level, but always dangerous anyway. And on a nice run of their own. Last time Findlay played Bowling Green right here at Slater a month or so ago. Bobcats won that one 4-1. Trojans on the face-off for another minute 22. 8:47 to go in the first period. 2-0 lead. Here's Swisher across to Tanner. Tanner through some traffic. Shot deflected back out to Swisher. Swisher playing with it up high. Tanner sends it down low, tipped. Wilson got a stick on it. Popped out of the crease into the wall. Now Somerville, blue line. Go back and forth. Swisher's on it now. Back to Somerville. He's going to go through traffic, and that's saved. Tanner on it now. Just under a minute to go on the power play. Here's Somerville off the stick of Tanner. Wilson. Tanner. Oh, that one's blocked. And Anthony Wayne able to clear it out. Flanagan's going to come way out and play it. Got to be careful there. Gets it up the wall. Regan Wilson pushing his way all the way back. Swisher sending it through. Not Swisher. Stearns sending it through for the Trojans. Nobody there, but Stearns picks it up on his own off the wall. Fleckner's in there now to help out. Knocked down at the blue line. Good play there by DiBerdino. That's going to do it for the Trojan power play. Anthony Wayne back to full strength. Shot and a save there. So if you'll stick around during the period break, I've got a lot of JV players up here near me. I'm going to try to grab some of them and talk to them in the aftermath of their conference title, clinching victory over Anthony Wayne. So we'll do a little interview segment between periods if you want to stick around for that. They're not all up here, and I don't know how many of them will feel like talking, but we'll grab who we can get. There's a shot and a save. Puck still alive. Backhand shot. Jaron Clark! Jaron Clark with what I believe is his first varsity goal. I don't think I'm wrong. Jaron Clark buries it. It's 3-0 Trojans, 8 minutes into this game. Timeout called by the Generals. And I'm going to go ask a couple of questions. All right, we're back. Corrected. That was not Jaron Clark's first varsity goal, his second varsity goal. So if you're out there, Clark's, I apologize. But you know what? A goal's a goal. They're going to celebrate regardless. 3-0 Trojans, 7 minutes to go in the first period. They gave the assist to Nick Vacula, number 5, but they also said number 6, and I thought it was Stearns that fed Clark, but to be fair, I'm not sure about that, so. He's gonna head just past the net. Flanagan was looking for the icing there. Referee waved it off after the fact. Pass out of the back to Stearns. Gonna come up the near side. Stearns trying to slide through behind. He does. Lost the puck for a second. Sends it to the corner for Merrill. Here's Merrill down low for Stearns. Got past him. Oh, and Merrill tied up. We got a whistle here. Okay, now I'm learning that it's Jaron Clark's 3rd goal, so I must just have a bad memory this year. Jaron Clark with his 3rd goal of the season. Sorry. But, you know, I get so happy for Jaron that every goal feels like his first. Penalty called on the Trojans. That's Connor Stearns. Anthony Wayne on the power play with 5:40 to go. In the first period. 3-0 lead for the Trojans. Going to try to kill off the penalty. The squad on the ice is Somerville, Wilson, Delaruel, and who is that tangled up in the crease? Nathan Marshall. It's a very offensively potent penalty kill unit for the Trojans out right now. Swapping out a couple. Now we're switching out to Merrill, Tanner, Moss, and Marshall. A little bit more defensive looking squad there. Still offensively potent. Anthony Wayne working around to the near side. Up top and out of the zone. Back in, a nice wall being formed here by the Trojans, and a good steal by Moss. Anthony Wayne regains it. 1 minute gone in the power play. Down to the corner. See number 11 there, Seth Kirby for the Generals. He can score. So can 21. Baker. A shot from deep gets tangled up in the middle. 35 seconds left on the penalty. Back down potted Parcells and across. Baker shot into the glove of Flanagan. He looked surprised by it. He kind of like jumped after it was in the glove. Like, oh! That just means he was in the right position. .23 seconds left on the Anthony Wayne power play. Somerville digs it off the wall, but up at the point, it's the Generals in possession. Top of the circle, trying to work it down low. Well defended by Delaruel, keeping him out of the middle. Delaruel with a great stick work there, allows Somerville to get over. 5 seconds left on the power play. Somerville will send it deep. Icing is waved off, and that'll do it for the penalty. Trojans survive that. Still up 3-0. 3.5 minutes to go in the first. Nick Vacula on the puck for the Trojans. Up here to Archer. Off the stick of Somerville. He'll go to the bench. steal from Kerwin. And she's going to dump it in. 3 minutes left in the first. Swisher to the far corner. It's Clark, who has scored 3 goals this season. His third coming today. Swipes at it, puck loose. Here to the near side for Baker, gonna put it to the middle. Anthony Wayne fighting for it. Swiped out by, who was that? Viacula, playing hard. Here's Clark. Taking a hit almost into the Anthony Wayne bench. That one is gonna be a penalty. The first one wasn't called, the second one was. As I think Jackson Fleckner got whomped, and that's gonna be Laverick, number 97, for the Generals, headed to the box. Trojans on the power play with 2:26 left in the first period and a 3-0 lead. Back out to Tanner. Now Swisher through traffic. Save, rebound is out. Loose puck. Wilson almost had the putback. Tanner over to Swisher. Cross for Somerville. Up to Tanner. Let me adjust my camera here now. Let's Swisher down low. Up top. Tanner to Somerville. Somerville back to Tanner. Really working it around, being patient here. Looks like he was looking for Wilson down low there, but it was deflected. Really being very patient on this power play. Anthony Wayne trying to exit the zone here, but Draven Wilson saving it. Now Tanner through traffic, that's blocked. Draven Wilson, top of the circle, shoots, goes wide. Back out to Tanner. Under a minute left on the power play. Drops it for Swisher through traffic. Nice job, but blocked. I like the release on that shot. Somerville's not taking shots today. There he goes. Just wide. And that one might slip out of the zone. No, Tanner gets there in time. Back out to Swisher. Swisher has to make a move. He's going to come in tight with it and shoot. Save is made. 28 seconds left on the Trojan power play and under a minute to go in the first period. And looking like Connor Stearns is headed back to the penalty box. Not sure what the call was. I didn't see it, but that's going to do it for the Trojan power play then. We'll be 4-on-4 for about 30 seconds, and then Anthony Wayne will enjoy a power play. Stearns in the box. Second time here in this first period for Connor Stearns. Turner Merrill on the faceoff. Mac Archer in the corner. Slips by. Out to Delaruel. Everybody's swiping at it there. That sounded like some sort of stick slapping convention. Here's a block by Merrill out to Clark. Clark dumps it. That'll do it for the Anthony Wayne penalty. Trojans now on the penalty kill for a minute and a half, but only 20 of those seconds will be in this period. Anthony Wayne with 18 seconds on the clock, trying to make something happen here in Findlay territory. They're going to bring it in. Oh, what a shot. That was number 11 with the power play goal, but power play wasn't really a factor there. That was just a one-man show there. A nice shot. Gets by Flanagan on the far side, and Anthony Wayne gets on the board here in the first, makes it 3-1. Ten seconds to go in the period. That ends the Anthony Wayne power play, clearly. Back to full strength. It'll be Simon Tanner on the faceoff. That's a new one. Tanner over to Caden Weasel. He won the face-off. We have a whistle with 6 seconds to go. Slash called on Turner Merrill. Interesting. So oh no, it's a double penalty here. I'm not surprised that shot. That was Seth Kirby being Seth Kirby on that power play goal for the Generals. Coincidental penalties here, not just on Merrill. So stay at 5-on-5. There's Luis DeVeradino from deep. He'll put it on net, and there's the horn for the end of the first period. So 3-1 your score. So I don't think they've scored 3 goals in a period all year. Maybe against St. John's the other night, but good look for the Trojans here in this first. Want to keep that pressure on. No shame there in a power play goal to Seth Kirby. Kid's going to be an all-league player. So, Trojans coming out strong here in period number 1. We'll take a break. If I get the chance to grab some of the JV players, I'm going to ask them a few questions between these periods. They agreed to it, but then they all went to the snack bar, so we'll see. If I can grab some of the JV players, I will. If not, we'll be back in 10 minutes or so. All right, we are back. Trojans taking the ice after the first period break. 3-1 the score. Goals in the first period by Sam Swisher, Jaron Clark, and Simon Tanner. And then 3-0 was the score. Anthony Wayne, Seth Kirby scoring on a pretty nasty power play goal. And we are 3-1. Looks like the opening lineup for the Trojans here in the second is going to be Somerville, Wilson, and Swisher up front. Telaruel and Marshall in the back. Official reminding everyone that each team has a player in the box from a coincidental penalty that they will release at 13:06, apparently. That's what he was yelling to everyone. Trojans with the first possession. Anthony Wayne not allowing it past the blue line there. They do counter into the Finley zone. From the wall, flip it up to the glass, then back out to the blue line. Shot into traffic, it's deflected. Shot from the wall goes off to Telaruel. Marshall around the wall. Somerville, nice turnaround pass. Wilson and Swisher. Swisher getting his stick pulled away. Wilson will take the shot, gets the cover and the face-off. It's going to be Jackson Fleckner on the face-off for the Trojans. We got Caden Weasel and Simon Tanner on either side there. Here's Mac Archer from deep. Shot. Rebound is out and put in by Fleckner, I want to say. Yeah, Jackson Fleckner putting back the rebounds and giving the Trojans a 4-1 lead early in the second period. So, net crashing good. You know, the Trojans before this weekend had gone 6 games with a grand total of 4 goals. And they've scored 10 goals just this weekend in 2 1/3 games. Again, schedule has a lot to do with that. But good to see the offense clicking for the Trojans as we approach the postseason. Steal from Weasel there. He'll pick it down. Swisher to Somerville. Somerville couldn't hang on to it there. He's got to send it deep. Trojans have to tag back. Wilson with a steal deep in Anthony Wayne territory. Not in a great position, but trying to go to... Oh, man, almost an own goal there. Puck still down low and loose. Here's Wilson. He's going to work it back up high. Shot into some traffic. That was blocked by Baker, and then Colin Somerville was kind of just taken down with the wrestling move. Maybe it was momentum. Very, very, very slow takedown of Colin Somerville from the front, face to face. Nick Acula with a stop there. Acula back to the puck. Nice behind the back work there. At the next whistle, the Trojans will get Turner Merrill back, and Anthony Wayne will get whoever is in the box for them back. Here's Wilson out of the zone. Acula across. Pass to center ice for Clark, off his stick, hard, he'll dump it to the corner. Trojans will make a defensive change. Here's to Berardino. Backhand, he's caught up, and then puck bounces out front. Anthony Wayne's going to be able to clear it. Still waiting on that first whistle after 13:06, which has not happened yet. Here's Nathan Marshall chasing it back down low in the Finley zone. Anthony Wayne with a little bit of, Jackson Fleckner taking a glove off the head. Now here's a one-on-one. Luch to Berardino! And that is his first varsity goal. Berardino one-on-one, beats the defender, pulls up, and absolutely blasted into the top corner. First varsity goal for Luis de Berardino. Everybody's happy for that one. Trojans are now up 5-1 with 11:18 to go. The coincidental penalties finally releasing. It's 11:18 left in the second, and that was the first whistle that occurred after 13:06. So. Long time between whistles there. Anthony Wayne playing a little aggressively here on this shift. The game probably feels out of reach, but not ridiculously out of reach at this point. And I feel like if I'm Anthony Wayne right here, it's starting to feel desperate. If Anthony Wayne can get another goal, or ideally two on the board if you're them, shot and a good save there by Flanagan, then, they got a chance to make something happen in the third. But right now, with over 10 minutes to go in the second period, we're still early in the game, but it's 5-1. You got to think the next goal by the Trojans might be a stake in the heart sort of situation. Not even a third of the way in to period number 2. One thing I like with the Trojans being up 5-1 is that all 5 goals have come from different players. And interestingly enough, Somerville and Wilson are not among them. So getting goals from all over the ice from the Trojans. Nice to see. So Clark, Berardino, Tanner, Fleckner, and a missing one, Swisher. Wilson up to Somerville. Down low, here's a chance for Swisher, backhand. Oh, what a save there by freshman goalkeeper for Anthony Wayne. Swisher had him dead to rights. There's a shot, save from Flanagan, tries to pull it in. And a goal for Anthony Wayne. Flanagan had the first save, and then the rebounds bouncing around everywhere. A lot of chaos, and Anthony Wayne able to take advantage. We're 5-2 now, with 9.5 to go. So there's that desperation I was talking about for Anthony Wayne, swarming the nets, created a rebound, shot. Flanagan made the save, created the rebound, and Anthony Wayne just absolutely attacking everybody on the team down there near the crease, trying to put it in, and they do. 5-2 now, still very much in Finley's favor, but another goal for Anthony Wayne here could really give them a bit of momentum. Trojan's going to try to change that. Caden Weasel down low. Backhand look for DiBerardino. He almost had a second right there. Wow, that was close. Here's Marshall to Clark. Clark. DiBerardino, young group out there for the Trojans right now. By young, I guess I mean juniors. DiBerardino pressuring back behind the nets. He's gonna go, oh, he had Clark in a great spot there, but well defended by the Generals. Steal from Marshall, over to Clark. Clark lost it, got it back. Oh, and tried to send it to the corner, but off the skate of the referee. Clark finally does send it down. That was a lot harder than it needed to be. Connor Stearns fighting for it. Turner Merrill on the puck for the Trojans. He's gonna, oh, looked like he was looking for, oh, thought that was in. That was the side of the net off the Tanner shot. Here's Stearns up the wall. Brady Delariuel down low. Oh, Merrill stumbled. Oh! Merrill shot. I want to say Simon Tanner tipped that one in. Yeah, they give it to Tanner. And that was a high tip as well. Simon Tanner with his second goal, and the Trojans extend the lead back to 4 with 8:16 to go. A lot of goals in this game, 8 goals so far. We're not even halfway through this game. Most of them for the Trojans. 75% to be exact. Here's Somerville on the draw. Puck still frozen on center ice. And Generals will step up into it. It's Figgy with a deep shot. Save by Flanagan to the corner. Wilson will send it out. There's Wilson. Nice drop pass to Somerville, but his shot's blocked. Generals. Now Nick Jacula working it up. Into his own, he'll shoot, and oh, I thought that one was in. Glove saved, but tipping over the top of the glove. And landing just outside the goal area. Shot to save there as Flanagan pulls it in and covers. Now we're halfway through the game, 7:07 to go. 8 goals scored total in this one. 6-2 Trojans. The most the Trojans have scored in a game this year was 8. That was against Olentangy Berlin back in the Padua Christmas tournament. That was a team the Trojans probably are better than, but definitely not 7 goals better than. Good game. Oh, here's DiBerardino with another chance. His shot saved. Rebound, but he's going to try to pick it up in the slot, and Anthony Wayne able to turn it around. DiBerardino almost had his second goal of the game and his career. Oh, what a shot by the Generals. 6-3 the score now. We're getting into barn burner territory here with 9 goals scored already, about halfway through the second period. Six and a half minutes to go in period number 2. Trojans lead by 3. It's 6-3. That's not. If you had asked me what the score would be halfway through the game, I would have guessed a lot of things before I landed on 6-3. Here's Connor Stearns. That's stolen. So again, Anthony Wayne still very much alive here, given the way that they've scored goals when they've scored them quickly and not on long possessions. Here's another chance, and it's 6-4. That's Shively, not our Patrick Shively, but their somebody else Shively. 6-4 the score. 10 goals scored here in the first period and a half. This is nuts. Here's Wilson off the faceoff. Stolen by the Generals. They're going to pull up. Oh my goodness, save, but right at the goal line there. Anthony Wayne smells blood here. Trojans going to try to extend this lead back to 3. It was 4 at one point. Save made there. Face off in the offensive zone. It'll be Somerville. Five and a half minutes to go in the second period. Anthony Wayne in possession, but Sam Swisher there with the steal. Wilson swiping at it. Couldn't get the turnover, but forced a bad pass. Now here's Fleckner up the near wall, finds Wilson. Wilson trying to find Fleckner again down low, but it was deflected. Well defended by the Generals. There's Shively, he just scored a goal. Working out from behind the Anthony Wayne goal. That was touched, no icing. Viacula will chase it back. Generals in possession, but turned over. Now Jackson Fleckner with some room coming through center ice. He backs it up and goes across to Weasel. Weasel touches it down to Tanner. Loose puck. And Anthony Wayne will counter. Getting back on defense is Marshall. Another shot and a good save there by Flanagan. Flanagan looking a little rattled earlier in the period. He's made a nice save since then, and at least the goalie I know best, that's what you need after you're feeling a little rattled, is just one good solid save to kind of settle you down a bit. Flanagan kind of had a run of goals there, and he looked a little shaken from my perspective, but a good save just then, and hopefully that'll settle him a bit. Face off in the defensive zone, that was Merrill. Contested puck, it's going to be picked up by the Generals. Trying to work it down low, and the Trojan defense does a nice job clogging it up down there. Baron Clark out to Turner Merrill. Pushed back into the Finley zone by the Generals. Here's Tanner. It's going to be picked up by Merrill on the wall. He's going to shoot, immediately blocked by Baker. Larry well. Baker out of the zone again. Marshall's going to try to chase it down. Some pressure coming in from the Generals. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second period. It's 6-4. That pass blocked by Merrill. A lot of back and forth in the neutral zone. Anthony Wayne will start it from behind their net. Wilson with some pressure. Stolen by Somerville, up to Swisher. Swisher Under some pressure and a good pass out off the wall by the Generals, but too many Trojans at center ice. Draven Wilson gets the steal, and he's going to work it from the wall. Gets hung up, not able to get all the way there. Wilson with the stick check again. Up high, here's Moss down into traffic. Somerville got a stick on it. Somerville on the near wall, fighting for it. It looks like he and Siwa are in a board battle. Somerville gets it and then finds Swisher. Swisher, ooh, just short to the short side here. Wilson turns and shoots. Oh, what a save. Oh, but finally on the third try, Sam Swisher. Gosh, as a goalie, you hate that. A good save to start off the sequence, a great save off the rebound, and then couldn't get to the third one. Swisher makes it 7-4. If you can't tell, I'm high on this Anthony Wayne freshman goalie. Looks like the kid's got a ton of potential. Jude knows him from various goalie camps in the area, and told me that he looked really good for his age, and that he should do really well in high school. And it seems to be the case here, winning the starting job as a freshman. Seven to 4 is your score. Trojans in the lead. A minute and a half left in the second period. A lot of perseverance on that goal by Swisher. I didn't mean to talk about the goalie too much. I was really impressed by that couple of saves, but Swisher staying right in front of it and using that persistence. Here's Draven Wilson going to the middle. Oh my goodness, there's Swisher again. That's a hattie for the captain, Sam Swisher. Beautiful pass from Wilson and a lovely goal from Sam Swisher. Now it's 8-4 with a minute left in the second period. What the heck? 12 goals scored through 2 periods. And the Trojans have now tied their season high for goals in a game with 8. Matching that 8-1 win over Olentangy Berlin back when Jude was playing. That game really stands out. Berlin really a much better team than losing 8-1, but the Trojans were beneficiaries of Berlin committing a major penalty in the first period and had a 5-minute power play late in the first in which they scored, I want to say, 3 goals on that 5-minute power play, and that really set the tone for the rest of the game. Under a minute to go in the second. Nathan Marshall up the wall to Siwa. Or, excuse me, turned over to Siwa. I guess it technically was to Siwa, it just shouldn't have been. Here's Marshall behind the Finley net, out of the zone. Icing will be, oh no, they're going to call icing. No, they didn't get there. He was going to call it. Colin Somerville all over the puck there. 33 seconds to go. Wilson pulls it off the wall. Now Mac Archer working around. He's going to shoot. Rebounds off the save. 23 seconds to go. Anthony Wayne back in possession. That will be icing. You know what? I want this game to get silly. Like let's win 14-9. I don't know. It'd be fun. I don't want them to actually score 9 goals, but I think it'd be fun. Merrill on the faceoff. Generals clear it. Center ice. There's Moss. Moss off the wall. 5 seconds to go in the period. Anthony Wayne with a chance. Shot from the blue line. Knocked down by Flanagan. And we will go to the break. Trojans up by 4. 8-4 is your score. This is it's a fun game. One more period to go. Trojan offense looking good. right, welcome back, folks. We're in Bowling Green. We're watching the Findlay Trojans take on the Anthony Wayne Generals, and this is a crazy game, y'all. It's 8-4 after 2 periods. Looks, if I'm not wrong, Anthony Wayne's making a goalie change. You're gonna see Storm Owens in net, the senior. I guess after 8. Blake's a little worn out. So Storm played the entire JV game, where Findlay won that one 5-0. And we'll see if the Trojans can close this one out. You'd think, a 4-goal lead going into the third should feel safe. And I mean, it probably is, but goals have been just pretty easy to come by in this game, honestly. So we'll see. It's been a fun one. Good to have a little fun before heading out to St. Francis on Friday. All right, it's going to be Turner Merrill on the faceoff for the third period. Simon Tanner, Connor Stearns on either side, Monica Kerwin, and Nick Viacula in the back. Anthony Wayne entering the zone to begin. Good board battle there, and Monica Kerwin wins it. Trying to dump it in, but Anthony Wayne rejecting that. Now here's Viacula, turns it around, goes off the boards on the near side, back to Kerwin. Up to Merrill, but slides past him. Anthony Wayne collecting it in their own end, coming back through the neutral zone. Taking it in himself. A little too much momentum there for Baker, the captain, on this fresh ice. Flipped up and out of play by Viacula. It will face off back in defensive territory. So again, this will do it for the Trojans this weekend. This is the third of 3 games, 2-0 coming in. If they hang on to this, they'll have a perfect 3-0 record this weekend. OHSAA playoff brackets will be set tomorrow, February 3rd. Trojans, here's Somerville with a chance. He's going to pull the trigger. Oh, good block there by Baker. Wilson picking up the rebounds. Goes down low for Swisher, looking for his 4th of the day. Nathan Marshall on the far side, sending it around. Swisher off the leg of Somerville right to Wilson. Almost looked designed. I doubt it was. Wilson in the corner now. Oh, out to Weasel. Up high, Nathan Marshall with the steal. Yeah, the playoff brackets set tomorrow. Playoffs will look different than in previous years. In the past, the Sylvania region has had only, I want to say, 11 teams in it, compared to up to 20 for some other regions, 4 regions in the state. That's become much more balanced this year. All 4 regions now have either 16 or 17 teams. So the 11 teams that are normally in the Sylvania bracket plus. Oh, here's a shot from Moss, saved. Jaron Clark picking up the rebound. Back out to Moss at the points. Into the lane by Clark, and then back down to the neutral zone. Archer. Oh, sent it on nets and bobbled, but at least bobbled out in front of the goalie. Here comes Anthony Wayne up the far side. Oh. Stopped by Shively. Now Anthony Wayne with a chance. Passes to the slot, sails on him, and then Connor Stearns blocks the shot. Turns off the wall. He's being pursued. He's got a guy to beat. Loses the puck and keeps 1 foot over the blue line. Nice job there. Athletic play by Stearns. Good feed down low there by Anthony Wayne, but not able to connect. And now Swisher to Somerville. Somerville shoots, bad angle. Save was made. Kerwin, a little bit of a mishandle off the boards. Got Viacula, great defensive get back there by Nick Viacula. Chance here for the Generals. Trojans clog up that goal front, which is nice because they had a good look. Here's Wilson. Oh, Wilson. Oh, tipped away by Baker. Baker's having a game. Fleckner. It's stolen. Clark pressuring the puck. Good hit from Weasel. Here's Fleckner again from the wall. He'll try to shoot. Blocked right back to him. Then in the lane. Ooh, nasty little save there by Storm Owens. Quick glove. So yeah, the 11 teams normally in the Sylvania bracket. I could be overestimating that number. Let's see. It's 7 plus Clay, Southview, Whitmer, 10. 10 teams normally in the Sylvania bracket. 6 teams have been added to this Northwest region bracket. A bunch of them from the Dayton area, Springboro, Beaver Creek, Archbishop Alter, Troy High School, and then a couple from the Cleveland area, Elyria Catholic and Amherst Steel. So those 6 plus the normal 10. It's going to be a penalty coming on Brady Delaruel. It's an 8-4 game. I'm going to nerd out here. So what's funny about the way they're doing the bracket, first of all, they've added 6 teams to the region, so 16 instead of 10, which is fair. Second, they've moved the playoffs in our region from Sylvania, no longer at the Tam-O-Shan, now here at Slater. Better rink, worse internet connection for me. The other strange thing, though, is that with it being 16 teams, you would think that the bracket would be a very easy bracket to make. 16 is a nice power of 2. Shot from Kirby goes just wide after the deflection. Shot through traffic tipped, and nice save there by Flanagan. Oh, and a good diving stop by Stearns, and he's got a lot of room up the far side. He's going to shoot. And another nice glove there by Owens. So again, with 16 being a power of 2, very easy to make a bracket, right? You just match up 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, the same thing they do in the NCAA basketball tournament. However, I don't think that's how they're going to do it. I was looking at the OHSAA manual, and they have dictated that the top 4 seeds in a bracket get a double bye, and that teams 5 through 8 get a single bye. And so it's going to lead to a really funny looking bracket. As it stands right now, the Trojans are pretty much all but locked into that 5 through 8 seed. The last time the rankings came out, the Trojans were ranked number 8 in the region. They will rise from that if they're able to finish this weekend 3-0. I would expect them to go probably around number 6. Number 5 would be ideal. If they could get up to number 5, then their second game would potentially be against Oregon Clay. One-timer broke his stick, did Siwa. Kirby pulls it off the wall. Anthony Wayne on the power play. Down low to Baker, back up top. Kirby across. Through traffic, stopped, rebounds, oh, and in, that's a goal for Anthony Wayne on the power play. Eight to 5, your score. That's the second goal Anthony Wayne has scored from kind of chaos in front of the net. Needs some of that relentlessness in the crease for the Trojans. As a team, I mean, of course. Anthony Wayne being relentless in the Trojan crease. So power play is over, 8:40 to go in the game. Trojans up by 3. Here's Simon Tanner looking for a hat trick of his own. Puck to the back wall, Nathan Marshall. Now Tanner off the wall. To Stearns. Stearns kind of stuck in the corner. Manages to get it all the way across to the far side. Merrill, though, gets it stolen. And Anthony Wayne, 2-on-2 developing here. To the corner. Baker's shot saved. Rebound, picks up. Oh, had Ruiz in the low slot there, just missing. That was a nice play by the Generals. Couldn't connect on the shot. Puck up, bouncing around, nobody saw it. Woo. Here's Baker, keeping it in for the Generals. 7.5 minutes to go, we're halfway through the third. Trojans lead by 3. So the top 4 seeds in the region pretty much locked in. I'd be surprised if any of those changed. There's Ryan Moss with the steal. Top 4 seeds in order: St. Francis, North Green, and Clay. There's Draven Wilson feeding it down low. Oh, and he scores! Thought that the goalie had it, and the goalie thought that he had it, and it looked like most of the players thought the goalie had it, but looks like as Owens fell forward on it, it just slipped through 5-hole. So Wilson to Swisher. Swisher, his 4th goal of the game. And the Trojans take a 9-5 lead. So St. Francis, Northview, Bowling Green, and then Oregon Clay, who wouldn't normally be as high as the 4th seed, but Max Prep's rating system is extremely questionable. And the Trojans will fall somewhere in that 5 to 8 group. Steal from Wilson. He'll push it into the zone, make a nice move, shot of the backhand. Couldn't get the angle. The goalie had come out too far, and Wilson had an open net, but momentum was taking him out of the path. Here's Fleckner. His shot is saved. Trojans are able to climb all the way up to the 5 seed. They'd end up in Clay's little pod of the bracket. There's Kerwin from the circle. Scrum around the Anthony Wayne net, loose puck, and the cover. If the Trojans stay at 8, they'd be in St. Francis's group. They move move up to 7, they'd be in Northview's group, and if they move up to 6, they'd be in Bowling Green's group. So, looking forward to tomorrow, see where the Trojans land there. Baker from behind the Anthony Wayne net makes a nice move around Fleckner. He'll bring it into the zone. 5.5 minutes to go. Trojans lead by 4. Fleckner offside. Looks like Weasel was about 1 step inside the zone, but his path out was blocked by Anthony Wayne player. Face off in the neutral zone. Quarter battle, Anthony Wayne wins it. Out to Baker, he'll send it through traffic. Merrill with the block, stays with it, and sends it off the wall. Merrill chases it down, shoots, oh, a nice save, and almost a rebound goal for the Trojans. Cleaned out. Generals into the Finley zone again. Under 5 minutes left now. Very well to Stearns, and then good hard pass from Tanner out to Somerville. Somerville works it around back, turns it over. Ryan Moss missing on a hit there. Just mistimed it a bit. Here's Wilson. Out to Swisher off the wall. Took a good Finley bounce there. There's Wilson. Stolen, Anthony Wayne. 1-on-4 though. Ryan Moss gets there. Up the wall, Jaron Clark in a board battle. Here comes Wilson to help out. Wilson wins it, sends it off the glass. No icing. The Generals sent it down again. Should be picked up by Nick Yakula. Circles it back. Pass for Weasel. Just missing the stick, and icing will be called. We'll face off down in front of the Finley net. So the Trojans 3 minutes away from a 3-0 weekend. The JV completing a 3-0 weekend as well as clinching a league title earlier today, so that's nice. Kirby sending it to the corner for the Generals. 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Trojan lead of 4, starting to feel, for the first time, sort of safe. It's funny to say a 4-goal lead, only now feeling safe, but the way the goals have been coming in this game. Here's Simon Tanner. Oh, across for Merrill, just out of reach. Merrill sends it in from the wall. Catches the side of the net. Good shot from the angle. Here's good stick work there by 16. Not familiar with that player, but it's a good look. Under 2 minutes to go. Anthony Wayne having some trouble figuring out where they want to do the puck. At the blue line there. Minute and a half to go. General's stuck down in the run end. Here's Wilson. Back into the zone for Delaruel, who sends it, and that'll be no icing. Waved off. Minute to go. Into Finley territory. Big hit on Swisher by Binnicker. Jerry Wilson. Send it to the corner. And deep. Fleckner along the wall. Little violence there on the wall. DiBerdino from deep, and goalie way out on that one. I think if he had gone soccer style, he could have just popped it over his head and into the goal. 21.3 seconds, and we got a whistle. Not sure what the call is. Don't see a penalty on Anthony Wayne. Could be a high stick. Face off. It's a penalty on the Trojans. Could have been a high stick. 21.3 seconds to go. Baker shot just wide. That was a dangerous one. Here's Viacula, near side. Fleckner gets a hold of it, finds DiBerdino. Under 10 seconds to go. I think the Trojans are going to be able to go home with a kind of an insane win and a 3-0 record on the season. The weekend. Takes them up to 12 wins and 18 losses for the year, one tie. Whew. So the varsity and JV Trojans against conference foes. It'll get tough next weekend, but the Trojans can enjoy this weekend, and the bracket will be set tomorrow. Next weekend on Friday, this is different from normal, so pay attention. Next Friday, we do not have a home game. There is an away game on Friday, 6:30 p.m., and it's varsity only at St. Francis, so we'll have that here on YouTube. Then on Saturday, that's the end of the regular season for the Trojans. Junior varsity at home at 5 against Bowling Green, and then varsity wrapping things up at the Cube Saturday at 7 p.m. against Bowling Green. That will not be here on YouTube. That will be on Team One Sports. And then I'll have the playoff games here on YouTube. So, a great weekend for the Trojans, 6-0 on the weekend, a league title for the JV, and the Trojans do all they can to improve their seeding before the brackets come out. So thanks for joining us. Your final score here, believe it or not, 9-5 in favor of the Trojans. And we'll see you on Friday for St. Francis.